doing Burglary Boys on Sketch Comedy. I like the double B. Double B for Burglary Boys by Trackmay. One up, one, that means 0. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, do you want to go first or should I?
You go first.
Alright, so, I didn't know what the hell was going on in the beginning of this video, but interestingly, I did not mind that because it was kind of fun to try to figure out what are they getting at. Like,
well, the first part they're just burglarizing the house.
But the fact that they're narrating and talking to the camera and stuff, I was very puzzled for a bit. But like I said, it was interesting because that could have easily been annoying. But they did it in such a way that it was almost like a mystery that I was trying to solve, and I did enjoy that. And
the tone shift, I think, the way they did it works.
Yeah, it's funny because I actually wrote Kickstarter-esque in my notes, and now I see I didn't read the description before. Apparently this is supposed to be like a joke Kickstarter video. I thought if they were going for that explicitly, it might have been funny to have a discussion of like reward levels, because there's always like, you know, for $1 you get a thank you, for $10 you get some, you know, milk from the guy's fridge or something.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta. Yeah, and even what you just did right there is something I was kind of wondering about the whole time, because I didn't see as much of a connection between burglarizing and doing the charity as I would have wanted. So your kind of idea of giving them the milk from the fridge, like, kind of connects the two ideas and makes them a little closer than kind of establishing like a little bit of a lie or something, or a ration. And I would have wanted that more. Like, because if you're just giving away 10% of the proceeds, well, you're doing something that's immoral to do a charity stuff. But first of all, it's like, why? What's the rationale there? That's what I thought would have been a good piece of humor. Why are those two things connected? Like, any kind of reason would have been fine. Yeah. But then also just connecting them in the methods as well, which is what you're talking about. Like, you get the half-drinking milk or something is a little bit of silliness that also would have been good. So I would have liked a little bit of those on the rationale of why they're doing that. And then just the connection between the two things of the charity and the robbing have to be intertwined in more ways.
I did enjoy. I thought it was a good choice that burglary was the crime that was chosen, because I felt like, you know, burglary is not something you really hear about too terribly much. It seems like something out of a 50s movie.
It's fucking silly.
It's like a cartoonish vanilla crime.
Yeah.
Like,
burglary is silly almost on its own.
Exactly. It's a good choice. I did think that was yeah.
They had the squeezy toys. They met in prison twice. The way he says twice, I kind of liked. It was good. The little child even was kind of silly. I liked how he said, "I used to be underprivileged," because a child isn't going to say that. And the way he said it was kind of funny.
Yeah, the child with the beard, that one.
Did he have a full beard? It's clearly not a child, but yeah. Also, the one, I didn't notice it until way in the video, but one of them is like, almost certainly has some sort of bizarre lingerie stocking on his head, and you can see these frilly shit at the bottom. It is kind of a nice touch that doesn't really. Did you notice that?
No.
Oh yeah, it doesn't stand out enough, but it is a good choice.
The thing I noticed about the stockings is they must have been pretty loose, because they didn't really compress the face very much at all.
They got bad robbers.
They got the fatty stockings.
Let's see. Stealing. Oh, and also one of the really good things they did was at the end, they end the sketch by stealing the stuff while they're doing the chairs and the camera that they're doing the infomercial with, which is also really good.
So just wrap up, or did you have other specifics?
No, I think I said that the main criticisms was the rationale for, like, why are these guys even doing the charity? Like, I don't feel there was that. Yeah. Even if they're just trying to make more money, they should say that or something, or why?
Yeah, no, that may have been part of my confusion, why, you know, the whole, like, what's even going on here.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it was almost like a nice little mystery to solve in my own head. So I didn't mind that. But I think that's a fair criticism, that there wasn't really they didn't establish why this was happening.
It just is, which is fine, because I think that, not just because you needed to tell the story, I think it would have been a good piece of humor. And then the other thing was mixing in the burglary with the charity is something also could have been a humor source.
Mhm.
Give the fucking kid the cherry tomatoes or whatever. Or, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think overall it was definitely quite funny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good premise too. It was like and good follow through and good opportunity for the silliness as being the robbers and yeah. Cool. Yeah. Thank you, Burglary Boys, Castle Park Kids.
And as is becoming a tradition, I will say thank you because we very much appreciate creative content.
Do we have to say it when we don't shit on them? We didn't shit on these guys.
No,
like,
but I feel like
we should say that when we shit on people.
well, we definitely want to say it when we shit on people, but I think it should still be said even whenever shitting is not.
Yeah, we enjoyed your video. Thank you. Thank you, BB.